welcome everybody to the Corona Cast. That's right, we're doing it.
Wow, yikes.
I was literally on the phone with someone at work like a few days ago, explaining to them. They're like, "Hey, what are the measures you guys are taking amidst this virus or whatever?" As I'm explaining it to her, I call, and my coworker looks at me like, "Yo, great timing on that one. Good timing." It's pretty good.
Yo,
That's bad.
anyways,
It's pretty good.
I'm smoking this weed so fast. I'm gonna go through an ounce. Actually,
Bro, you're in quarantine now. You gotta
Ration?
Thank you.
yeah,
dude.
I definitely took that the wrong way. I thought you'd be like, "Yo, get fucked up."
Yeah, go for it,
Buy
son.
all the weed, man.
Well,
It's not like it grows on trees.
as long as
it's
the
still
supply
open.
chains.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean it's deliverable.
Yep.
Actually,
Yeah, deliver it.
the-
It's just expensive.
yo, I mean that's why we have roommates to split the delivery cost with. Oh,
What? Excuse me?
that's why we have roommates to split the delivery cost with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll order together next time. Much cheaper.
Because she ordered and then I ordered the next day, and I was like, oh, like we could.
Well, I panic ordered. I was at work and I was watching the Trudeau announcement thing, and I just looked at my coworker. I was like, "Yo, I gotta buy some weed." And he's like, "Yo, me too." And then I just later on that day I was like, and then I talked to him and I was like, "Let's buy some weed."
I think a lot of people have the same idea though. I saw like people online and they're like, "Oh shit!" Like it's good. Like the websites. Excuse me. The websites are saying like expect long delays. Blah blah blah. Everyone has the same idea basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're here. Got together. Thought we'd talk about our experiences so far doing this whole weird outbreak and virus and whatnot, and everyone freaking out. Got some different perspectives. People do different jobs and shit. People are in school or not. What's that?
Was in school.
Wait, what?
Well, schools got shut down, right?
Oh, I mean, yeah, but you're still doing school, right?
I mean, till April. Well, for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll take
yeah.
like a semester off.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Okay. Yes. But you just made it sound like you just dropped out. You're like, fuck it, whatever, Corona, bro. Okay, but wait. Okay, that was something I wanted to ask you about.
Carpe
So
diem.
you one class or two classes right now?
Well, introduce yourselves.
Well, I mean, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Carly.
And our other guests,
I'm Arron.
Aaron Staradub,
What up?
my lovely
Greg.
co-host Gregory Johnston, and it's your boy, Yahia. But anyways, me and Aaron, we're in school. I wanted to ask you, so you do one or two?
One class.
One class. Have you moved to the online courses?
I kind of. Basically, when like SFU gave the word that my classes were being, like in-person classes were canceled and in-person exams were canceled, my teacher was like, I will figure out how to run the class virtually.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know when I've done that.
Yeah.
And that's the last I heard from him, probably 9 days ago.
Wow.
He said, he's like, most likely I'll just record myself and then put a file up. And I was like, gang. But, I don't know. Maybe there's a file up.
That's gotta be the best.
You haven't even looked it up?
That's gotta be the best.
Well, Thursdays are my classes, and I just got home from work, and I had to set
Oh,
up this
yeah.
thing.
Fair enough. You just
So-
got that. So see, I had it on Tuesday and Thursday, and I have like different kinds of teachers because I have a very much older teacher who on Sunday we found out about the school closure. By Tuesday she was like, I haven't figured anything out. She sent us a message I don't know how to do this online shit, so nothing's going down Tuesday. I'll see you guys Thursday. But both my other teachers very easily. There's this Zoom app. Everyone signs in. It's like a conference. Mm-hmm. It was so easy.
Yeah, everybody's using Zoom now.
It was so easy. Everyone's using the Zoom thing, right? One of my classes, our textbook is already online. And I was kind of we could just do this. This is very simple shit, right? The one thing is I have this class that it's like a physiology class, and you're supposed to be looking at human models and shit. Mm-hmm. And we have these exams where it's you're supposed to move from station to station looking at models. So she was like, I have no idea how we're going to do this exam now. And this is the older, like, teacher, too, so she's trying to figure that out.
Pictures, dude.
Yeah, basically, she's making pictures, but she was like, I mean, it's going to change the way it's all... Each question is supposed to be timed. She's like, I don't know how to do that online. Instead of making, like, the whole thing timed, it's just each question is supposed to be, like, 90 seconds you have with it or whatever. So, it's interesting in that aspect, and she's going to figure it out. It's just, like, she postponed it by a week to figure it out. But, other than that, though, super easy. And so, I heard Andrew Schultz say, he was like, oh, I bet, like, after this, we'll see how easy college online shit is. And, like, everything will just be online, right? And it's like, it won't be, like, laughed at. People used to always laugh at, like, Phoenix University, if you got, like, a Phoenix college degree, because it was an online degree. And he was like, no, now everything will just be online, it'll be easy. But, so today, I had this class with a younger teacher. She's 26. This is like her first year of being a professor. And most of us in this class are like young 20s, late teens. And there's a few like people that are way older than her in this class. And this class was so chill because there was like a chat section to it. And there was like also people could just like talk. You can like have your screen black and mute your thing so you can just like be there and not be a part of it at all. Or you could talk or you could just chat, right? But people were, like, chilling. This teacher is, like, pretty chill already because she is 26. Yeah. And she watches sports. So she's always really, like, up to date with what's happening. And she'll make references that, like, last night in the game, right? So it's super, super cool. Keeps everybody engaged. But we were really, like, we were talking about how it was, like, one of the reasons why kids don't get out enough anymore. And someone wrote, like, TikTok, haha. And everyone else was, like, lol. And then someone else in, like, talking... was like, yo, fucking Jarrell does TikToks. And the teacher's like, yo, you got TikToks? Like, drop your handle, son. And I was like, yo, this is weird. It's very strange class. But then I was just like, but honestly, she's not that much older than us. And I figure, we don't even need, at some point, you don't really even need the teacher. If you have the open source information, right, textbook online, and then you just have people who are actually, like, into the class enough to actually learn something, but then they enjoy it because they enjoy like the people. Like I've always felt kind of weird in that class because I don't understand when all these people became friends. I'm a very in and out, like I just give me information and leave. I'm not hanging out really.
Sure.
This is a this is like a commuter college.
Likewise.
Sure. Yeah, but I mean even SFU people spend more time at SFU, but like I feel like it's a commuter college. But I think people are getting, like, more into... Or maybe because I'm getting higher into the levels of courses, people are getting more into it. But I just find that people are, like...
There's always people that already know each other. Sometimes...
It's true. Yeah. No. I feel like something happened. There's, like, a dynamic in this class, specifically. Like...
They were friends before at the beginning.
They were, yeah, they were friends, right? They were, like, the 2 friends, the 3 friends, the 4 friends. And now I feel like more people... Like, it's just everyone's chill. You know what I mean? There's, like, a community of sorts in this. And I think part of it is the environment done by the teacher, right? Because he's a chill teacher. But it just made me think that, like, yo, at some point, you don't even need the teacher. You just, like, all... I don't know why Carly's raising her hand. What's up?
The food's here.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
There it is. That was fast.
Should I go downstairs?
You have to go get it.
I'm not getting it.
I'm definitely going to get it.
That's fine. I'll take a shot first.
So, anyways, it was just this idea I had. I was like, yo, I feel like we could just do this. Like, we have these Zoom conferences, and then you have, like, an online textbook. And so here's the other thing. So we have final exams coming up, right?
Yeah.
And they're just like, we just have to, like...
pass?
Huh?
Do you just pass?
That's what I wish. But no, so they have to, like, they're just going to, like, send it to us online. This is what we know so far. This isn't official. And then we just have to do them at home, right? But when you do an online quiz at school, usually, they can put you on this lockdown browser, so you can't, like, browse other sites and shit. Yeah. But at home, they can't do that. So she's like, so she's like, it's an open book test, but she's like, because of that, I'll just make it, like, super hard. Right? And everyone's kind of like, some people love it still, and some people hate it.
It's a reasonable trade, I think.
It's a reasonable trade. It's timed still and shit. But part of me, even then, was still thinking, like, at some point, though, what's the problem with what's the difference, anyways, in just having, like, you just have collaborative tests as well. Because if you care about it, and you want to know the knowledge, right, and then you're doing a test, and we're just, like, all in that Zoom thing, and we're, like, helping each other, because you learn, sometimes when I don't study that much, I've studied like enough to kind of know the thing, and then as I'm doing multiple choice tests, and I read the question, I know the answer, but I learn as I'm doing it. I'm like, oh, that's with that. I kind of knew that, but now I actually know that.
But you leave the thing. You have like a degree, and it's like a certification that you have a certain amount of knowledge.
Yeah.
So if everything was like collaborative, you couldn't really. It'd be like you and your class got this certification. Together.
Right.
You know, I mean, I guess it would just be as worthwhile.
Well, I think it's just as worthwhile. I think you're actually going to retain just about or even more knowledge, just about the same, because you don't always retain everything. Let's be real, you don't retain everything you did in school, right? Even if you have a degree, you don't retain everything, right? And I feel like if you're more interested in it, also they say if you teach someone else something, you learn it better, which is very true. So say you're doing something, I know one section more than you do, you're like, wait, what the fuck is this? I explain it to you, boom, you get it, I get it even better, somewhere later, I'm like, what is that? You teach me. One of those kind of situations. Doesn't even have to be the exam. I just said, like, honestly, because here's the thing, real life, practical situation, what are you encouraged to do? Are you encouraged to not ask for any advice whatsoever or look up anything? You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
You were encouraged to, like,
I'm fine.
get a second opinion.
I'm for the open book. I'm less for the collaborative, though.
Less for the collaborative?
I'm good with the open book.
Okay, but just for the exams,
as long as
right?
there's no search engine. Yeah, just for the exams. You
But just
you can be collaborative for any
whole
project or whatever. But I think like once
or even just the class.
Like exams though, it's like it's like you gotta have a standard for an individual at some point.
Yeah. I guess that's true.
For the projects and groups leading up to it. Whatever.
I guess because now I see how like someone could just like cruise.
But you need to have an individual standard for a person,
right?
If you're going to be giving out awards and certificates.
Fair enough. That's true. Because here's what I noticed too. Because not everyone was on the chat, right? A lot of people I'm sure are just like, I'm just not going to do school for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Fuck.
So that's why I also felt like, well, these people care. People are here. They're actually like. That's why most people were like collaborative. And
that's also just getting higher up.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, a couple of, like, you're not just like first year student. Yeah.
Might just put this in the kitchen.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I thought it was interesting. I was like, it was much easier than I expected. Like we knew by Monday, my first class was on Tuesday, but a lot of teachers were like ready to just move to online shit, and I was like, so then what's the point really? And like the internet, that's the other thing. So the international students, right, are now having to go home, right? Some of them. Okay, and then they're like, well, that's okay because you'll still get the video, right? And you can still do the online exam. Maybe we'll give it to you at a different time. Maybe you're in a different time zone or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll give it to you at a different time. But they're like, yeah, it's fine. And now I'm like, so why are these international students paying 3 times more money than domestic students are for doing this shit that can be emailed to them? You know what I'm saying? But dynamics. It's just like
social.
Does this shit not get exposed now?
Pressure.
And it's like, yo, we do not need to give you this much money, and we could just like get along with the internet because it took a day. Like that was so fast.
Yeah, that's true.
We thought shit would be fucked up. We have projects, we have exams, we have everyone. They're like, oh no, here you go.
And they're like, no,
it's an app.
Just send it to you.
It's an app and it's done and it's easy and everyone works and it's a link and you don't even have to like sign up. It's just like bada bing, bada boom. I just thought it was too easy of a transition. Like y'all just like exposed your own weakness.
A little
bit.
Yeah. I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying.
So I thought it was interesting.
So you have half a job now?
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. So I work in a fucking like a community center, basically, a private gym, and so it's funny because like the gym and everything is closed, but we have spring break camps go down on the job, and those are still happening because of all the parents that have like nowhere to put their kids. So that's still happening, and then apparently people are basically just like calling up and being like, "Yo, what the fuck's going on?" So we have to like go man the phones and just be like, "Yo, it's all good," because people pay memberships, right, to like be there. So people will just be like calling like, "Hey, either already want to put my shit on hold or cancel it, or I just want to make sure you're not taking my money." And you have to just explain, like, yeah, everyone's shit's being put on hold because the gym's closed, so we're not going to close the gym and then take your money.
Yeah. I imagine that happened with Club 16 as well.
Who works at Club 16?
Nobody, but
No one, but
we
that's
go
the
there.
gym we go to, and
Ah.
they literally closed the day after we went
Yeah.
this week, and and then but I mean,
Yeah.
You got one last one in.
Monday,
Good for you.
Monday, and then they close on Tuesday, I think.
yeah, they closed on Tuesday, and I feel like I don't know if they're gonna keep charging people.
We closed on Tuesday. I'm sure you gotta stop.
It's
If you're gonna
Well, I know
close the
that
gym for an
there's a
indefinite amount
yoga
of time.
studio that's charging people.
Very different though.
But
Small business.
But they get like a comped month like later on. So they're
Okay.
charging everyone now so that they can keep affording
Yeah.
everything for now, and then
Yeah.
later on when everything like evens out, they can like alter the comped month so they don't lose money.
100%.
Which I think is pretty
I
smart.
think
Like
that's
if you're
fine.
promising that, I'd be
I
like,
think
yeah,
so.
that's
I think
totally
that's
fair.
pretty nice.
I think
That's
that's
not bad.
fine.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, these small businesses, they need help. Like,
They
that's
do.
a tough shit. Everyone, like, on Instagram, get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here. What are you a small business for?
No, I work in a small business, dude.
Really? I
Yeah.
never think of you as a
There's
small
six
business.
guys.
Yeah, I
There's
guess
only
so.
5 people, yeah.
I guess so. What? But you're still working, though.
I'm still working because I'm the only one
Willing to work?
left.
Left?
Well, one of the guys that I work with, he is immunologically compromised. He's missing a spleen.
Oh.
So
So he's like, I really should stay home?
so he can't be out and about, so he's out. And then the other guy, the other driver, he was feeling ill. He's coughing a lot, he said. And apparently he's really sick now, and his kids are kind of sick now. So I don't know if he just got the regular flu,
Yeah, probably.
but then gave it to his kids, or
Yeah.
vice versa, or
Yeah.
whatever. But he was like actually like sick.
Oh, interesting.
So I don't know what happened. So him and his wife are, and then there's kids obviously are
Right.
chilling
Fair.
in the house.
Good
still.
call. So you're the only driver out there?
I'm the only driver. I mean, the
Eco
other
action in action.
yeah, basically. I can show you my fucking schedule too, because it's like I got these like.
So you
little-
making more
get
money?
these little- no,
Are you the
unfortunately-
rare guy who's working on these?
Unfortunately, not. I'm making like the same amount of money. Basically my hours haven't really cut it all. I'm losing like an hour a day. If anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm guessing some of the businesses you pick up from are closed.
Yeah. So everything on that's red or yellow
Oh.
is
you?
closed.
Oh, it's closed. Red or yellow. And then you
So
go to
it's like
everything
half
else?
today.
Yeah.
And then most of the other days that I work, everything's
Is
kinda
that a
like
normal
outside.
day?
That's Thursday.
But,
specifically.
like, a normal Thursday, you'd go to all of those.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Wow,
Some of them are
okay.
bi-weekly or monthly.
Oh, right. I got you.
But, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so my shit's pretty... I actually have to work more. I used to get Tuesdays off.
Yeah.
But then now I'm working full day on Tuesday.
Huh.
Cancel my piano and drum lessons. Just because it's like... They
Don't
did them
wanna-
at 4 and 5.
Oh.
And it's like, I'm
On
basically
Tuesday,
gonna be working
yeah.
at least until 4 on
Wow.
Tuesday every day. And then, like, to get there, it's just like... oh.
Yeah.
And with everything that's going on, it's like most people are just doing it through Skype
That's
anyway.
so
it's
funny,
like
Greg.
not worth it.
Everyone else is working a lot less, making less money, and like being more creative at home. And you cancel your drum and piano lessons. I'm gonna drive this truck. I'm gonna pick this recycling up.
Listen.
Hilarious. Everyone's like, "Yo, pick up a guitar, learn a new skill."
Easy here.
I gotta work more, dude.
Atta boy.
I'm working all day.
Papa would be proud.
You could just use this for now if you want. It's from the Swisher.
Wow. But you're happy. You're good.
Yeah. I mean, it's all good. It's all been fine for me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's lots of places obviously that are skeptical. There's one place that I go to in Chinatown. I sent you the snap, and it's like in the elevator. It just had a little cup with a swab with some
I would
alcohol
be
in
like,
it.
yo,
Sterilized finger.
and you're just supposed to stick your finger in there.
Just
Never
stick-
stick
I
your
don't think
finger.
that's
Never
so
stick your
clean.
finger in
Yeah,
there.
I
Stick your finger in
definitely
there.
Once it's
don't
used
think
by a
that's
few
clean.
people.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, there's some alcohol in there.
That
It's
shit
like,
has that shit
No.
has an expiration date, you
No.
know, and that would be about probably 6 or 7 touches.
Yeah, or like
This
actually
is
like
hilarious.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
It'll dry up, bitch.
As It's terrible. That's terrible. When we were like last week, I think, like on Friday, Saturday kind of thing, one of our like leader people was walking around and kind of like looked at the elevator and looked at us like because our desk is near the elevator. He was like, "Yo, every like 15, 20 minutes, why don't you just go like wipe the buttons down with one of those sanitizer wipes?" So we're like, "Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
It's fair enough."
Yeah.
But that's the other thing is I was gonna say is that so not everybody wants to work now. So they're like they need some shifts for people to be like to man the phones at our job, and our like shift lead person basically has to, so they're just doing that. But then they were like, who else wants to work? And it was just like me and one other buddy who's like a 19-year-old kid, and she was like, yeah, no one else said, and I was like kind of like, I mean,
Because she desperate,
we'll make
you
some
desperate.
money, dude. We'll make some money. The other guy's a dude, and he's like my favorite guy. So I'm like, all right, I'll have a good time working with him, anyways. But I found it interesting because I feel like most people are willing to work, but
Yeah.
I don't know, because everyone seems mad that they've lost their job.
I mean,
There's a
yeah,
lot of people.
I imagine that you would be mad if you lost your job.
Yeah, if you lost your job,
That's
I'd be
fair.
really mad.
I mean, you just get like
That
a lot of people are getting laid off, but I imagine if you just come back afterwards, you know, most people will get rehired.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
mean,
sure
their
about
jobs
the,
would like be safe.
I'm not sure about
It's just
the
that you're-
process.
I don't think a lot of people are worried about like getting
Going
their
back.
job back. It's more of like, I think it's just like
Yeah, no,
it's
being
definitely, a
homeless,
huge,
you know,
it's definitely a huge pain in the ass.
no,
Yeah.
it's just like being homeless. Like because like a lot of landlords are like, bitch, give me that rent or get the fuck out.
I've heard of this. I've heard of people. I've heard of a guy who lost his job. Landlord was just like, well, you need to move out then. And I was like, oh yikes, bro. I mean,
Yeah, the government's trying to change some shit,
yeah,
but I don't know if they've made it like official or they're like, hey, be nice.
right.
No, in Canada, it's probably, hey, be nice.
Be nice.
That's my guess.
It's like, hey,
That's
hey, what the fuck, eh?
That's my guess.
So, what about you guys? How's your rent hit? Y'all got some money, or are you good? Is there any decrease or something? People don't have to pay mortgages for 6 months,
No, I was just giving Arron rent.
so it's all good then.
Yeah, I'm Land Daddy.
No.
I mean, I'm fine. My
She's
work,
never been late once or else.
Oh yeah, you both still work, right?
my work is considered an essential service, so
Right,
I have
right, right.
to.
Right.
I mean, right behind us is the home office.
So so you
I
get to
actually-
work from home.
I actually work more because school's canceled, so my part-time work is just like full-time work from home.
Right.
Mm.
So wait, but don't you have to do these online classes or nah?
I mean,
Apparently,
If
so
it's
you
a-
can't figure it out.
if it's yeah, he can't figure it out.
Right.
I didn't hear anything, and I was like, oh, they're like
Oh,
till last night. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
what is he gonna like hit us up at like 11 o'clock in the morning and be like, hey, right now, like.
I mean, yeah.
So you know,
Interesting.
if he's just recording himself, then it'll be fine.
Then you can listen to it anytime.
Yeah, like after work or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, and because like times are uncertain,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, if I have the opportunity to work full time even for like a couple weeks,
Sure,
I might as well
alright.
just take it.
Yeah.
Look at all you making more money.
I'm making the same amount of money.
All right. Well, yeah. But you're
There's
not.
a chance that I might.
union.
There's a chance that I might have to start making more money because,
You have to.
well, we have 2 places that are 24/7 run. They can't shut. So I mean, if somebody there gets sick and then they end up on leave and then the next person ends up on leave, so people from my area might have to like cover
Take
shifts
those
there.
shifts. Okay.
So if that happens, I could be potentially working like 16-hour days. Or 8-hour days doing both jobs from
Which would
that one place.
tire you out and weaken your immune system.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Doctor,
Carly was even saying a couple days ago that like it's gonna be basically everybody in healthcare is probably gonna have to take
Get
time
sick.
off.
Oh, after this
After
or whatever.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause everyone's
Lots of
gonna be
people are just getting
overworked,
sick.
and then you
Like,
get sick after.
yeah, I was saying to
have
like
the time off.
I was saying to like one of my friends about it, or like we were talking about it, and I was like, you know, like right now, probably not the best time to like need a job. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you can't like nobody's gonna be hiring because everybody's closing.
Yeah.
But as soon as all the healthcare workers get sick,
Yeah.
they're all gonna be desperate for anybody who even has like a little bit of education surrounding healthcare. Because if they're all sick, and they all need help, or they all need like extra shift coverage.
Hiring people.
They can't. Well, they probably will, because if you have a reference from like a different health authority, or you know somebody there, they might just be like, "Yo,
okay.
Dude, they can do whatever
like,
the fuck they want." Did you guys hear? I forget who told me. They're like really desperate, so they're actually just letting all these med students.
Okay, but these are still med students, and you're like,
I'm like mental health.
A nurse from like a different state or whatever. Like, yes, but I'm just saying, not people who are just like, hey, you took fucking health class in high school? Let's go, bro.
No. I mean, like, post-secondary, like, have some kind of, like, credential. Like, I have a certificate in mental health work, so, like, under, like, the health authorities and the way that they work, I can't work in, like, a hospital or a facility because I don't have a care aid certificate.
Okay.
So, like, that's, like, when you have to physically help them, like, with hygiene and stuff, right? But I just have mental health, so I can't work in, like, a hospital setting or whatever. But if all of the care aides in the psych unit in the hospital all got sick at the same time, then they would start to probably look at community workers who are, like, isolated and working from home to come in and temporary relief. Like, I don't know how it works. There's unions and shit involved, but I could totally see that happening.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. This is unprecedented.
I love serious Aaron. Is it
because I'm eating sushi?
Yeah, it's like...
And anytime anyone uses the word unprecedented, it sounds so, like, official.
I'm so sorry.
Now we're just slapped so hard.
I don't know if you guys saw this. It's like tweet, so it's not really a meme. But this guy said this bar near my house is now delivering pre-made coolers of margaritas.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
$25, and you get a free roll of toilet paper with it. And he's like, and it's really starting to feel like there aren't any rules anymore.
I mean,
dude, I was thinking about that tweet while driving to work.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I mean, if I bought something and it was like $30 and a roll of toilet paper and this economy is like $2, I was like, but really, what I bought was like $23. I'm like, that's not too bad for a margarita.
I mean, it's really good.
It's not bad.
It's really good. I do love the people who are getting arrested who are trying to, like, make money off of toilet paper and Lysol wipes.
See, the thing is, the business guy, like, I was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. But I was also like, guys, like,
don't be a dick.
Guys.
Dude, I don't have a problem with it. You're just a huge, asshole.
Yeah, huge asshole.
I have a problem with it.
Just a huge
That's
asshole,
pretty fucked up, dude.
He's a huge asshole.
I think it's just like people are mad at that is your instinct. That you were just kind of like, oh, crisis. Oh, I know how like we can make money off this. People are gonna be freaking out.
See, the thing is,
like, how do you feel about ticket scalpers though? Do you have the same amount of disgust for ticket scalpers?
See,
just fucking, I don't know. Like, I've never.
I think it wasn't that big of a deal. Ticket scalper wasn't that big of a deal until bots got involved. Until
the bots really fucked it up.
If you could just buy all the toilet paper online, if you could just reserve all of the toilet paper, in a safe in like a Safeway or whatever, and you just walk in and be like, "No, I called it online. Sorry, I got 16 packages."
I mean, like that in a normal time, people would be like, "Why?" and "fuck you." But like, okay,
they might just hit you. Honestly.
But it's just a dick thing. Like, you know what's good is I heard a story of a dude who there was no...
I heard that story.
Yeah, that's a good one, right?
No.
There was no Krispy Kreme in his, like, county. Okay. So every Saturday, he would drive, like, 6 hours to the nearest fucking Krispy Kreme, buy a shit ton of donuts, come back and like make money off of that. Yeah. He did that for like a whole summer, made a bunch of money.
Dude, that's smart as fuck.
Smart as fuck. Delicious. But then Krispy Kreme found out and they like shut his shit down, which is very annoying. And I'm pretty sure they like opened up a store. Like, oh well, people care, so they just opened up a store. They were like kind of addictive, whatever. But that is fine, I think. What he was doing is fine. But like it's like when you're taking advantage of like people panic and fear, especially because like. Don't even need to bulk buy, but people are just like freaking out. Also, people don't know how much toilet paper they use.
Honestly,
that too.
That's like the biggest thing. There's like I don't know. Like it's. I work with people who can't afford the like more expensive grocery stores, right? So it's like for me to see people like loading their carts up, like unnecessarily with like just so much like food and supplies that are all like cheap food and supplies.
Yeah.
It's like. Man, you're like walking out there to like your BMW. You could have bought the more expensive thing, and it's because it's like the cheaper people, or the cheaper things. Like people need those. People with less money like need the cheaper things. They can't afford to buy that stuff.
Or you could just all just buy normal amounts of stuff.
Yeah, just buy what you need and not fucking.
Because it's actually not that crazy.
Like
and
out of fear.
No one shits that much, and you got more toilet paper than food.
And that's interesting. Okay, so something I thought about that, like people reselling it and reselling it. It's like right now, like
it's kind of different.
Physical supplies are like the only thing that matter right now.
Yeah.
So like eventually, the money that you get for selling things like isn't gonna matter. If it goes, like, I'm talking if it goes into, like, post-apocalyptic.
Yeah. But here's the thing, is that people are saying that's not going to happen at all. But then
you're going to start trading.
But people are saying that doesn't happen at all. And they're like, those people were just doing it for profit. Because they're like, it's all you did was cause a short-term, like, shortage.
Yeah.
And you're going to fuck a bunch of people over for a while. But the more trucks are coming in next week, like they normally would. I'm just gonna get it all again.
Eventually,
and that's why, like, but literally, people got arrested. I've seen people in parking lots selling shit that are getting arrested. Amazon shut down like stores. People were making like Amazon stores and like making money. Shut their shit down. Won't accept refunds. Costco won't accept refunds on like toilet paper, Lysol wipes, all that shit. They're like, nah, dude, you bought it. That's all on you now. You can't return it, and they're not allowed to resell it. So they just like screwed those people over because they were like, nah. Everyone was just like, no, that you were a dick. You had a bad move.
Yeah.
You get like punished for it. Get what you deserve, and that's the lesson we all learned. Don't be a dick in like shitty times.
I'm on your side.
Yo, I had a interaction at the fucking Safeway.
Oh yeah.
That I've been thinking about. It's weird. So I was like waiting at the fucking customer service line. I was just trying to get some quarters for laundry. And this guy, like, comes out and stands behind me. And then he's like, so you do all your panic buying already?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I mean, I'm not really panic buying. And I mean, I'm also, like, not trying to take too much because I know there's, like, people there that, like, need shit. So, you know, I'm not personally buying in excess. And then he was like, oh, yeah. He's like, yo, yesterday I had to, like, almost fight a woman for, like, a quart of milk, and she had a shopping cart full of milk. And I was like, oh shit, like, damn, bitches, you know? And then, you know, and I was
crazy. Yeah,
great. As some might say. And then he went,
That's what he did?
no, excuse me.
An exact reenactment.
That was what I did. No, he went full right field, and was like, I looked at her and I was like, hey,
yeah, I
have guns, you know.
Oh Jesus.
He's like, if times get really desperate, I'll just go in your house and like take them from you.
Dude,
it's aggressive.
And he's like, it's in our constitution. You can't like.
Is it?
We have a constitution.
Does he think he lives in America?
He's something you can't like hoard during like times of crisis or something. And then like I was waiting in line also for like 15 minutes, and I was like just holding my bags of groceries. So I was like, man, like time for service. And then right after he unloaded this, boom, bomb.
I could kill you.
Like all these guns, because I was just like, you know, I'm not really panic buying, and he's like, I know, right? And I have all these guns, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And basically, and then right at that moment, the lady's like, oh, next person to me.
Sure.
And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let this pass, because like there was like people trying to form a line from some other angle that I was like, nah, I'm not gonna let them cut me off. So like really quickly, I was like, well, I mean, is it moral to harm an innocent life to save your own? And then I like just turned and I was like, man, I hope he thought about that. Is it?
I like how you tried to plant a seed.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know.
I need to teach this man a lesson.
I was like, oh, what do I got? And I was like, in 3 seconds. And I was like, well, is it?
Morality.
Yeah. I mean, is it? Would you say it's morally right to harm an innocent life to save your own?
I mean, who knows? I don't know. It depends
I need
on the
more
situation.
context than that.
Yeah, I need a little more context.
I'm not
More
gonna-
context than that.
The one thing I laughed at is I also saw a picture of a woman with a whole
Stupid.
cart full of milk, right? Like she had like more than.
Milk doesn't
4
even last that long.
That's exactly. I was like, how much
Doesn't
milk?
even last that
How
long.
much? How much milk do you?
What?
People are freezing it.
Oh, does
Who
that
have you ever
work?
frozen milk?
Does
No,
that
you-
work?
You know, you're definitely not supposed to freeze milk.
This is dairy.
Yeah, that seems
Ice cream?
gross still. You
What if they
it's-
turn
Ice cream
all
still
the
makes
milk-
ice cream.
Listen, I
What
don't
if they
think
turn
that
all the milk into ice cream?
defrosted milk just goes back to milk consistency. I don't think that happens.
I don't think so.
I
I can't
think
imagine.
so.
I can't imagine.
Defrosted milk, not something you can do. Not even like a.
Even
You
Slurpee
look
doesn't
absolutely
So-
disgusted.
so
when you
gross.
freeze a Slurpee, it doesn't go back.
That's
they could
true.
perhaps like
It's not the same.
compare. I would like probably like take the chunks of frozen milk and make it like I don't know, like a milkshake.
Yeah, I
or
was gonna say
something.
like yeah.
Dude, what you could do is you could like slide it out and slice it up and sell it as cheese curds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And by the time they get home, they're like, "What happened to the curds?"
Ah.
Turns in way.
You're like hustling people.
I don't want to get arrested.
Honest people, they're just trying to get some cheese.
Trying to get some
curds.
good poutine in these times of need.
This famine.
What the comfort food?
Oh no.
Get
But
it.
yeah, no, I don't know. I'm still working. I have to work from home now.
Yeah. But then you're gonna go out to meet clients.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
If they're like,
If they want.
no, if it's like very like,
Yeah.
emergent.
Mm.
Is that a word?
That is
Urgent.
word.
It's
That's
a word,
not-
but I don't
Urgent.
think in that
It's
context.
a, yeah,
Urgent.
if it's urgent, if it's a very
If they need
urgent,
you
You were
to.
trying to
if
do
they-
if there is a
emergency,
heavy
maybe?
sense of urgency,
Yeah,
in
there you
the
go.
emergency,
It's
hey,
urgent and emergency.
urgency, get it?
An urgent emergency.
Damn.
An
That's probably some Latin
emergency.
shit. Anyway. So yeah, no, if it's like an emergency and they're like really, really like in crisis or need support,
Sure.
yes, we go. Or we're also some of the more vulnerable people. Like we have some clients with COPD and we have some like pretty elderly people who in general are just, more compromised. So we're kind of calling around and seeing like if they need any supplies,
Right.
and then maybe if we can go grab those supplies and deliver them. And yeah, so basically just like having phone appointments and checking in with everybody,
Right.
and then doing admin stuff, whatever you have to do kind of behind the scenes, and maybe seeing people if they like really, really need your help. So yeah,
Interesting.
it should be interesting. I've never had to like work. I never had to like do my job from home. My job is
Yeah.
a very face-to-face job.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's,
Are you talking to people on the phone or anything like that?
we can talk on the phone.
Yeah.
We talk on the phone. We're allowed to like video call apparently, but I don't really know how to do that
I don't know
with
who
my
would
like
wanna do
work
that,
stuff.
What?
FaceTime.
Google Duo.
So yeah, I don't know.
There's lots of options.
I'd have to figure it out.
There's lots of free options.
But yeah, apparently we can do that. If that's like an option, or
Skype
you can like,
probably has one.
I can't
But
install
Skype-
apps onto my iPad.
Skype is the worst.
Well,
The worst. Well, if you have an iPad,
It's
you
most
can FaceTime.
well-known.
Well, it depends what the other person has, though, right?
Yeah, it depends.
But
on
everyone has Google Duo. Whatever you have, you can use Google Duo, and
Yeah.
it is FaceTime on not Apple products.
I don't know.
Even Apple products can use Google Duo.
I don't know. They'll figure it out. But yeah, we can do that stuff. We can email, we can text, call, whatever.
Sure.
But we're not supposed to be going to see people unless it's like very
Yeah.
yeah.
Emergent.
emergent. So, and that was like as of today. Like we were all saying like yesterday, the day before, we were all like, if we can work from home, like we're all perfectly willing to go
Perfectly
see every
willing.
single client. Like
Yeah.
as long as they tell us that they're feeling healthy, like we don't mind going. And everyone was like, cool, yeah, great. And then today it was like 11 o'clock and there were all these emails like, go home, work from home. But yeah, I had kind of a crisis actually come up, so I had to go deal with that, so I couldn't go home yet, and then I ended up getting home at like 2:30.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, but it was
But
like
you-
11 when I was told to go home.
But you've been wanting to go home. Has anyone been like worried about going outside or going to work and stuff?
Not
No.
Really. When I was coming home, there was a guy I was on the SkyTrain.
Yeah.
I'm on the one side, and he's across the train,
Yeah.
and it's like you hear a dude sniffling after a while, you got to look
Dude,
at him.
people
You gotta
have
look
been
after him.
staring at each other
After-
on the fucking public transportation.
After two or three sniffs, I feel like you gotta look at him, man. And I looked over at him, he was like hunched over, like cowering in the seat.
Yeah.
Snot like kind of coming out of his nose.
Lovely.
I was like, dude, this guy is like visibly ill. Visibly ill. So I
Gross.
just like left.
It's not a good look. Yeah, it's funny. People
It's
really.
so funny. I heard a
they're,
guy
like, judging.
cough
Everyone's
today.
judging each other. Their hygiene.
I heard a guy cough today. I'm like sitting in a coffee shop and this guy's like crossing the street and like coughing and he's like not coughing into his elbow. He's like and he's like just straight out. And the person I'm with and I are like looking over and then like you just see, because there's like nobody on the streets, it's like a ghost town.
Yeah.
So you just see like the random like people all around the block. It's like so quiet and he's like and then you just like I look over, the person I'm with looks over, and then I just saw like 7 heads turn like all towards this one
Did
guy.
anybody tell him to cover his mouth?
No, because then at that point he stopped coughing, and then everyone like walked away, and like it was so weird. It's like a fucking, it's so weird. It's so weird.
Dude, parking is sick. Bro.
Easy.
Parking is sick.
No
Driving to
traffic
work
is
is
really
really
nice.
easy.
No fucking traffic. Driving is the best right now.
Love it. See, you gotta look at the bright,
Bright
side.
side. It's literally my job has only improved.
Yes.
Greg is for COVID-19.
Actually, technically, also, my job is also improved.
It's actually, you're big chilling. Yeah, it's not bad, man.
Yeah.
Not terrible. Oh, hilarious.
Still a disaster though.
I'm like, man, should I just go full isolation and start getting my groceries delivered to me? Maybe I won't have to fight people for shit. If I
Yeah, they don't have a lot of the shit anyway, right? So.
Yeah, I just heard people will like, you can like order everything you want, and then they'll bring you like 3 things, and they'll be like, that's what we have.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Which
this.
is annoying. It'd be nice if they would
Very
call
annoying.
you or something. Or
So you know.
There's
send you
probably
an
just
email,
way too many people.
Send you an
though.
email or something.
Yeah, well-
there should be a system in place for that already though. Like a bounce back on items.
Yeah.
But when does the grocery store not have things that you want, really?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean
Other
they
than
probably
times
didn't
of
even really
crises.
consider
And yeah,
that.
that thing's pretty. Like, when was the most recent thing here? Way before all this app stuff happened. Like SARS or whatever.
Yeah, SARS is, I think
2003
SARS is like
was
the
probably
most
the most
recent
recent
one
one.
that people are bringing up.
Swine flu wasn't. I don't think it was
H1N1
anything as
though.
bad though.
It wasn't
Weren't
as
we like in high school H1N1?
yeah, it wasn't as global though.
What was H1N1?
2009.
I believe SARS was 2002.
Yeah,
two or
SARS
three.
was back
Yeah.
then.
They're bringing up SARS, I think, because it's like similar.
It's all the
related.
same strain.
But like,
Yeah.
I think in terms
Oh,
of like
same with
recent,
SARS,
I
MERS.
think Ebola was
It's the
also
same.
pretty recent.
Right.
That wasn't here.
We were not at all worried about Ebola
There was, like-
over here, though.
there
we
was,
were
like,
oh, over there, that
half a
sucks.
case of Ebola here.
Well, I mean, I came to the airport. See, I sometimes have a problem with being too honest. I try to like be like honest,
Uh-huh.
and they're like, so like coming like from San Francisco when I was like seeing all the time, and I came back here, and they're like, have you been around or exposed to anyone that might have or that might have been exposed to someone with Ebola? And I was like, well, I mean, I don't know.
I like how everyone would just be like, nope.
And then she was like, what? And I was like, I mean, I don't think so. No, nobody told me.
But who knows?
And then she's like, so no? Like, okay, fine, you're fine. Okay, cool, come through.
No.
And I was like, I mean, to my knowledge, I
But
haven't.
you could have just screwed yourself. You could have quarantined yourself for a few days there.
Yeah, well, you know.
You're like, hey man, they probably would feed me, right? That'd be alright.
That's such a vague question, though. It's like, have you been in contact with someone who has or has been in contact with someone who has Ebola?
I mean, yeah, that really is.
I don't know
like
everybody who I know hangs out with. I don't know everybody who I know who they hang out with.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
But see, now people are thinking like this, right? Now everyone's like, oh, well, you live with this person,
Yeah.
and then they know this person, and they live with their grandparents, so you can't talk to them anymore, or something like that.
You
Everyone's
know,
thinking
I
about all
heard-
that.
I saw an article. I don't know if it is like talking about being it might happen, or if it has already happened. I think it was somewhere like some Middle Eastern country. But they were like planning on tapping into like phone records and messages to basically like track who has been in contact with whom.
What?
To try and like calm the virus down. And then like a tweet, and then I saw like another
But
like some like
it doesn't transfer through the phone.
basically they want to see who you've been in
know.
contact with personally
Okay.
to see like everybody that might have been exposed to the virus. But like then one tweet's like, okay, so it takes like one national emergency for them to totally like take control of all our
Completely invade
personal
privacy.
yeah.
I mean,
And I was like beginning of the end, Holmes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah.
Well, that's what they were saying about.
Bro, I could put my conspiracy hat about this all day. Put my conspiracy hat on about this.
But that's not even conspiracy. That's just saying like. Well, I guess it's like the beginning of another conspiracy.
I got
mean,
conspiracies
like,
if you want conspiracies.
later, because people were saying that like even like in China where the like drones are going around telling people to stay inside, right, and all that kind of stuff, and they're like, oh well, that's.
Kind of totalitarian.
Yeah, exactly, but also like just getting you used to.
And they were having all these like huge protests there recently.
Yeah, so that's the conspiracy. They had the protests in November, and then biological.
And then they're saying like everybody in the country, you can't move anywhere, you can't go anywhere.
Look it up, bro.
Stay in your fucking home. If you're outside, we're gonna like catch you in a net or some shit, probably.
Wait, what? I haven't heard about no net catching.
I have seen videos of like some drive-ups when they're testing people with the swab. And some people, I guess, test negative, and they try and like drive through, and they hit them with the like pull out on the spikes, and the guy like gets out of the car.
For real?
And they hit them with like the bag, and then they hit him with a net first of all.
Because they don't get near him now.
And then 3 dudes hit him, like grab him.
Yeah.
And they put the bag over his head and like drag him away.
Whoa. I mean,
They
whatever
decontaminate the people.
they're doing in China at work, because they don't have any more cases.
I don't know, man. I don't take anything I see from the numbers.
Officially, allegedly.
What did you just say?
They don't have any more cases. They already were new cases.
They don't have any more new cases.
New cases.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
see,
yeah.
That's very different.
Yeah.
That's a very different story.
They had, it was considered like a milestone.
Yeah.
That they had like a day with no new cases. Right?
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, we have it under control now. We have isolated it.
I didn't hear that, but I did hear that for the first day in a while, like the emissions in that area started going up again, meaning more workers were going back to the factories.
Everyone went back to work.
They got 1 day notice, and they're like, back to work.
Back to work.
Anyone see Venice? The
fish.
The menace?
The fish. And
Shit, what?
The fish in the canals.
Terrible. You just stepped on your own bad joke. The fish in the canals.
Yeah.
And then everyone's saying that the air is cleaner here too, and people driving less and whatnot. One of the people who were like,
True. Well, that's why gas is cheaper.
Is that why gas is cheaper?
Yeah, because it's primarily because no one's flying.
I bought gas today, and the second I was done, it went down 3 cents. I was so fucking mad.
I was driving around today. I seriously had this thought. I looked and I said 112. Ugh.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got spoiled quick.
No, I know. I was like, I thought about it immediately after. I was like, how quickly we adapt and forget, you know.
It's like
improvise, adapt.
I fucking watched saw a meme of people filling Tupperware things.
With gas?
With gas.
What?
Gross. I think
Like,
that's
you know,
illegal.
like the big ones, right? That
That's
you would
for sure
put like
illegal.
Like a jerry can or like
No,
a
like a Tupperware
tub.
like a Rubbermaid tub.
Yeah. Rubbermaid.
Like
that's
the
what I'm
bin.
looking for. A bin. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. A Rubbermaid bin.
That's also very much still illegal.
That's how are they doing that?
And then just like putting the lid on and then putting it in the back of their truck or minivan.
How are they
And
doing
then
that? Just at the fucking...
Just at the gas station.
And
You saw
nobody
this?
stopped
I mean,
them?
it's a picture of it's a meme. It's a picture. Listen, I'm at home a lot now. I'm on Reddit.
Oh.
But yeah, it's just a
Who
meme.
told you about Reddit? Guys!
Is it just that's just you and your friends thing?
I was trying to keep that from you.
Trying to keep it underground, bro. Hilarious. But yeah, I don't know. I've seen a lot of dumb shit, really. So far. Anyone bored of staying at home all day? Because I sure am.
My first
you just
day
started.
is tomorrow.
You guys just started. I've had 3 days of being at home.
I actually have a lot of stuff I have to get done, so I'm kind of excited.
It's good that you actually get shit done. I get nothing done at home. Zero. And I was really mad because I just started this great new schedule. I was doing all these things, going to the gym, doing jujitsu, all this shit. And now I'm like, not allowed to go anywhere. And at first I was like, oh, dope. I'll like de-stress. I'll like have more time to focus on school stuff. But it's been 3 days now, and I'm like, I'm not doing anything for school. So I'm just lazing around because I'm like, oh, I got all this time, and I'll do it later.
Procrastination.
that doesn't happen. And then, yeah, I'm not going to the gym or nothing, so that sucks. It's annoying. And then today I went out to go to school because I had to actually, like, get shit from school. And I was like, wow, it's really not that big of a deal. Like, some people are here getting shit done. And I was like, I think I'll just come and do work here. I was like, oh, I got to stay at home. But, like, I'll be more productive here, much happier when I leave my house instead of just staying there for hours and hours. So you're like, I mean, you're enjoying it, but it's bad for you.
Get a little stir crazy.
Get a little, yeah. At least for me specifically.
Gotta go outside.
And I'm just trying to do more
sure.
shit. Yeah. Apparently, everyone's been like getting out and running and whatnot.
Fuck running.
Yeah, dude, running is.
I mean, no one in
Running
none of our friends do that.
I'll go for walks. I'll go out for walks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm. There's
I've
absolutely
done
no
that.
way I'm gonna be able to like stay here for, like that length of like.
It's very annoying.
14 days.
14.
It's
There's
a lot
fucking
of
no
time.
way.
You think it's awesome? I was like, yo, this is gonna be great because this is what I want to do all the time.
Dude,
you just
you
never
know
get
that's
to
awesome
do
when
it.
you're like 10.
I
Yeah.
still
don't have
think...
to leave my house. I'm just gonna play video games all day.
Yeah.
Dude,
It
that's still
sucks.
you.
Sucks, dude.
But he doesn't
No, I
actually
never
do it
that
anymore now.
shit.
You
Like,
do
now he
that
would...
on the weekend.
That's like one day.
Guys,
Yeah.
Cool. I mean,
I'll do one
Over
day.
and over?
And then the other day I do stuff.
I think if you take anything that
It
you
makes
really
sense.
want to do, and then are forced to do it,
Yeah.
it
You
gets
don't
not
wanna
fun.
do it.
No, dude,
Yeah.
I
Obviously.
can eat
Very
chocolate
true.
cake forever.
Yeah,
Can eat chocolate
Like
cake.
that kid in
Just forever,
Matilda.
continuously.
I guess so.
I've never
I'm
seen
talking about like
Matilda.
normal people for normal things. You know,
How many times have I said that to you?
activities
We're gonna
that should
watch
make
I've
you
said that
happy.
to you 6 times at least.
Hey,
Yeah.
like getting married,
You don't have proof of
not
that.
fun when you're being
When
forced.
you're for-
Having sex,
I
not
don't
fun
remember
when
when
you're
I heard
forced.
that.
You make a good point. I mean, I haven't tried either, so maybe I'll get back to you.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'll let you know in a couple days. To be honest, there's 2 cats in the office, and I'm like, fuck.
Gonna miss those cats.
And then I'm like, fuck, I'm here
Yeah.
at home
Yeah.
all this time.
Yeah.
We're trying to get a cat.
Ooh.
And I was like, should I just
Get
get
a
a cat?
companion. I heard people were like, there was like shelters emptying out, so then people were just like taking dogs and like, I'm gonna be at home for 2 weeks, so I'm just gonna take a dog.
Give this dog
you get a
coronavirus.
companion, you know, you get a companion all of a sudden, and they
Sure.
can't get the Rona. so it's
People
all
start
good.
buying up all the dogs.
Adopted, man. They're saving.
This is a dog rental, though, really.
Oh.
Is it?
Are you-
think?
I don't know.
Did
Are
they
you
not
borrowing
just
it from
fully
the
adopt
shelter?
them? I feel like they adopted them. I mean, again,
But you can't just borrow animals.
and
from
then
the
just give it
shelter.
back, like.
And then you're like, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
now.
Take it
like
out
it's
for-
a,
Yo,
it's
after
it
that-
has
spin.
feelings, bro.
Just take it
like
for a
it's,
spin.
It's a living creature.
Test quarantine.
For at least
Meow.
2 weeks, maybe 2 months.
Yeah, you know, whatever.
Ruh-roh.
Nah.
See if you get along.
I feel like
Maybe
if
you don't like the
adopt
dog.
them, never
It's true.
know. Dogs
I'm pretty sure you get like a 30 day
tears up your
return.
living room.
I'm pretty sure you get like 30 days to like see how it.
It didn't work out. It's not me. It's you.
Hey,
God,
sometimes
dude.
it's true. Sometimes a dog is just not the fit. If there's like another pet in the home, or if there's
Very
true.
true. It's true. I've never adopted a dog. I wouldn't know.
Never adopted.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I would get a dog daycare. I'm a dog, you know.
Dude, my grandma's pissed about this, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can't go nowhere.
My grandma's upset. Yeah, she can't go anywhere. She's not supposed to go anywhere, but she is. She's like 85.
Okay.
But she's out and about.
Yo.
But she active though.
She's really active. She can't
active.
stay at home.
She active.
Yeah, she's very active.
She all over the place. But no, they canceled all elective surgeries, and she's supposed to get surgery for glaucoma tomorrow, whatever surgery that is.
Nice.
And it's
Cataracts.
eyes, correct? Is it cataracts? Cataracts. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Whatever. I guess glaucoma is the one that you can't do.
Yeah.
They tell you to smoke weed for, but not the same. Cataracts. Yeah. But she was supposed to get it tomorrow, and now she can't. But we get the paper, and because I live in a duplex.
Yeah.
So we get the paper every day, but they don't. And then she would come over and tidies up our house a little bit.
Right.
And then at the end of the week, she takes the papers.
Yeah.
So she's kind of like a few days behind
on
the papers. So she was like she was super pissed about it because they canceled it.
Yeah.
On whatever Tuesday.
Right.
But she's reading Friday's paper. And she's like, it's not even that fucking bad. Like, why are they fucking canceling it? And my dad's like, no. You gotta like.
It's getting better. It's getting worse.
Read.
As the week goes
stay
on.
updated.
Yeah.
She's very upset because she's been going into the hospital. She's had like probably 6 or 7 fucking trips over the last like handful of months.
Yeah.
Just like assessments, reassessments, all this stuff.
And she's like, all for nothing.
All for nothing. Yeah.
That would suck.
Basically.
That would suck.
Yeah, she's inconvenienced. Yo, I heard of people like losing the will to live.
What?
In like seniors' retirement homes.
Oh. Wow.
Like they're like, if like kids are like talking to their fucking parents in these homes, and then they're like, yo, I know like things are tough, but it's safer if you just stay there.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, bullshit, can't leave.
Yeah.
What's the point? He's like, Dad, you gotta take your fucking meds. And they're like, what's the point? I don't want to live in this cage. And I'm like, yeah, that's real. Like,
I mean, that's very real. Yeah.
Old people get lonely like already, and then
Yeah.
they're like, yo, stay in your fucking room.
And well, you gotta think of quality of life, right? They're like, what? Was just to sit here and just be scared the whole time?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah.
They're like, yo, I got like a couple years left, and you're gonna like, I'm not gonna like,
we're all just
in this room.
4 months from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shitty.
Well.
But, I mean, I guess it's a difference of perspectives, right?
Very different. I mean, then there were the kids who were on spring break, and they're like, yo, fuck it, dude, we're partying.
Yeah. Oh, my God. We're here in Florida, we came down.
The girls, like, this is honestly, like, really inconvenient. People being, like, really selfish, because, like, the bars aren't open. Like, how am I supposed to have my spring break?
Yeah, it's an interesting place.
I heard there's some TV show they're doing where the people are doing the show and they've been like away and filming and they haven't heard about it yet, and
Big
then
Brother.
they're gonna tell them about it. Is that it? Yeah. They're gonna like tell them about it on like the next episode of the show.
There was one of the Big Brother ones did that.
Oh yeah.
They like pulled them through like a glass wall.
So
like
wild.
there's a virus killing the world, or whatever they said, and the people were like, "What the fuck?" Because they're cut off. They live in a house. They're already isolated. They're probably the healthiest people in the world right now. Like.
So they have no idea anything's happening.
Well, they don't have cell phones. They don't have.
Yeah.
But now they're starting to
like living in a house and shit.
It's like 2 months and a little bit.
So wait, we get to see them learn about this?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess. I don't know if it's happened already. I just heard about this.
That's.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Damn.
I saw someone else be like, I feel really bad for anyone who just got out of prison.
Yeah.
Alex showed me a video. It was like a tweet. It was like a video of like 1,300 prisoners in some like South American jail that escaped because of all this like turmoil and stress.
That was me. I showed you that video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm very stoned often, but hey, the video is.
What do you mean turmoil and stress?
I guess all the COVID shit, like all the prisoners were like, "Fuck this shit," and like started taking the guards hostage.
I guess people weren't like coming.
Yeah, they broke out.
Like, sick and staying home.
And they broke out, and they all just ran out of
And it looked literally all looked like they were like doing
It looked
a
like they
light
were
jog.
just going for like a jog. Like, I'll see if I can find it. It's so funny.
They've just
It's-
taken care of the guards enough where they're like, it's all good.
It's
There's
like-
none left.
It's like guards have been held hostage, and then the videos underneath, and they're just like jogging. And it's like, you guys really aren't worried about getting caught at all.
Crazy.
Interesting.
Yo, when there's 1,300 of you and there's like what 5 cops, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's not wrong. Well, I mean, hey, good for some people. Take advantage.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's the
Maybe it
the low
depends what kind of
class
people
rising
escape from
up.
prison.
Well, so some people are all like, this is like a good thing, you know. So how the people who are like,
Who said that?
Well, probably
well,
like
no one that I know.
because-
Again, this is all shit that I'm reading on the internet. and everyone's
actually, I
talking.
mean, probably Jordan. He's like, yo, shit's hitting the fan.
Jordan.
Time for like a
It was like some
post-apocalyptic
anarchy shit. No, but they're
motherfucker.
saying like everyone's becoming more aware of like your own impact on society, and then like everyone's being more hygienic, and everyone's being more cautious and courteous to each other, and we're realizing, okay, this is a dick move. This is not a dick move.
I think it's too early to say that.
Too early to say
I
that
think it's too early to say that.
until it gets like,
I think.
oh wow. Yeah, it's like when we go for like in gym in high school and we have to run around the block, but it's like they let out like 5 classes at once.
It's like everybody doing the Terry Fox run.
yeah, the Terry Fox school doing the Terry Fox run.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
There's 2 dudes in the back just walking. Yo, that's like I realize that's pretty niche though. Only we do the Terry Fox run.
Canada does it.
Canada does it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Only Canada.
Yeah.
He's our hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a national
He's
treasure.
our national
He's from
hero.
almost where we live.
Where's that?
Kelowna, right?
Coquitlam.
Coquitlam. Yeah, it was Kelsey's mom
Oh.
or Maddie's mom. I don't know. They're both nurses, and both their moms were nurses, and one of their moms worked on Terry Fox.
Oh.
Probably maybe she slipped a toe in or something.
Or
You
handy
never
or
know.
something. What?
You never know.
Slip the foot, slip the prosthetic.
Yikes.
You still have a penis. Like.
Yeah, but you know, all those miles, you start getting fetishes, you start thinking about shit.
He didn't have his dick amputated. You know,
I mean,
like,
it's just like, what could I do though?
Uh,
Terry Fox, Terry Fox.
yo, who yo,
Yo, R.I.P.
if you're listening, we love you, Terry. Yeah, I went to
2 immigrants.
California.
Oh, you were?
Yo, speak
Oh.
for yourself.
Apologies.
Well, I mean, I'm half immigrant.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh goodness
Oh,
gracious.
hilarious. Alright.
Where's that? Oh,
Oh, yeah, alright.
Come.
Last shit we got to talk about this Corona stuff. But it's funny because y'all haven't been staying home that much.
I
But-
mean, ask me in a week.
No, I've been wearing gloves a lot and masks.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Walking around?
Well, I have like.
Oh, that's true. I saw you, yeah.
We do people's taxes and stuff,
Right.
and people were getting like so close to me yesterday. Like I don't know why. Everybody felt like they had to come right up to my face to talk to me. Like, and I'm like, I have ears. You can stay over there, and I can hear you. But I kind of saw that coming, so I put a mask on. And then like later in the day, I was like, damn, I'm like really happy I have this on because I don't know these people. They don't know me. I don't know what they have. They don't know what I have. I mean, I don't really have anything, but like, you know. They don't
Fair.
know me, and like,
Yeah.
if I have it, I don't want to be breathing on these people either, right? So, yeah.
It's a smart thing to do.
Gloves, like going to the grocery store, like you think about it, like how many other people have picked up stuff that you're picking up and put it back down,
Yeah.
you know, stuff like
I've
that.
seen that like at like farmers markets and stuff. They're like, you pick it up, you buy it.
Yeah, so now I'm like, I'll just wear, if I have gloves on me, I'll just like wear gloves.
That's kind of unfair for some things.
Throw them out when I get home.
Yeah, you should be able to
Like what?
feel the quality of the
Avocados?
fruit or
Yeah.
vegetable or produce.
Well,
I mean, obviously
luxuries.
wash it too, but
I mean, but yeah, like obviously, like not during these times of like,
That's what
you
they're
know.
saying.
But also, if I'm buying, like, if I'm
Listen,
cooking,
if you're going to
if I'm cooking the food, like,
Yeah.
I don't think anything is gonna survive that like heat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm like eating raw veggies, then sure, maybe.
So, like Trump says, April's coming, and we all know it gets hot there.
Bro, he also
it's
said
all
like you
good.
can cure the forest fires by raking the fucking
Leaves over
the
us?
ground. He's like, yo, you just gotta do like other
The
countries. The way they rake. Yo, that's what we gotta do.
oh wow.
Is that a direct
Yikes.
quote?
Yeah.
Well, that's so, dude. So is April. We were watching the fucking the John Oliver show, and they made a whole. I love when they do the compilation of the dumb thing Trump said 1,000,000 times, and he's just like, guys, I'm pretty sure when it's April, it's hot enough, and that kills the virus, right? Right? You know I'm right. And it's just, he just keeps saying it.
We'll have to wait till April and find out, I guess.
We gotta wait till April.
Wait till April and find
Honestly,
out in
the
April.
stories I hear about Trump make me think of like an NPC in D&D. Just that dialogue.
It's an interesting comparison to make.
It's the way he said it. It reminded me of
Interesting
Abdullah and the way
comparison.
Abdullah plays NPCs. So I went down the hole. I'm a little stoned. Shout out Abdullah.
It's a niche reference, to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
Niche.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Niche, if you will.
What are you guys worried about, or I don't know. I don't want to say worried, but
I had a.
so I've been seeing people like doing the like trying to keep community going and like friendship going and like talking to each other on video chats or like doing workouts and shit together over, video chats and whatnot. Do y'all think if we ever get to like the quarantine levels of shit that you'd be worried about that? Because a lot of these people like in LA and California and shit, they're on like lockdown. They actually aren't really supposed to be like going outside and stuff. So it's like, you think about that. Do you think the staying at home would be like causing you stir crazy and we'd probably like meet up online or something? And,
I live in the suburbs,
right.
so I have
So
a
I can
backyard.
just go with someone. All right.
So it's not that bad.
I have a patio, and the weather's getting nicer, so I can get some vitamin D if I had to on that, like, just chilling. But I mean, I think if it was like, I already am not really going out very much.
Right.
Especially now that I like am work. If I work at home, I
Yeah.
have like no reason to go out at all.
Fair.
So the only like, and no wait, I lost it. What were we talking
I feel like a lot of the places that are on real lockdown are like super highly populated.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
like really stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I feel like if like we live in kind of an area that's more, homes
Mm-hmm.
rather than apartment buildings.
Mhm.
I mean, less so you guys. Me more specifically. I mean, you kind of townhouses and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you guys, it's like
But I
apartment,
just
but
think-
it's like this stuff is all it's all just residential, right?
I
It's
find
not, it's
that-
not like the business district where it's
Yeah.
like,
Well, but I'd
thousands
say
and
that people in the like more there's people like out. Like when I went downtown, like
Yeah.
around my house,
Yeah, there's still people out,
There's some
for
people
sure.
out, and
Some
people are
people out,
like,
for sure,
it
downtown.
feels better to be out than be in. When you're in and you're watching like Trudeau, and you're like, oh shit, and then you go outside and you're kind of like, it's fine. And then I go downtown, and I was like, oh, it's like everyone's out. Well, not everyone. There's a lot of people not there, but there's so much more people than in like suburbia.
it's like a third of the people there probably.
Sure, but you feel like it's okay. You're like, I mean, life's still happening, and it helps, I think, because like I just didn't realize I spent 3 days at home, and I was kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
And today I was kind of fed up, and then I went outside, and I was like, I mean, it's not like
No, I've
we're
been out the whole
dying.
Yeah, I've been out the whole time, and it's been
No.
it's just like there's less people.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I was like, I wonder if this is what living in Austin or Nashville was like 10, 15 years
Before
ago,
they-
before people found out it was cool.
It was cool over there.
So it's like you still have all this stuff, but like, there's nobody there.
That'd be amazing.
You just get everywhere really quickly.
That'd be amazing. Because
Okay.
to be like in
Park
Vancouver,
over.
like it's like on par with those cities, but to like not have all the people, wow.
Yeah.
But we'd be some of the people not there, probably.
Probably.
Most likely.
Yeah, my parents are cool.
I mean, I think it's really important to get out.
Yeah,
But,
so this is what I'm saying, like mental health wise.
Yeah, I think it's important to get out for like a couple of reasons. Fresh air, obviously.
Yeah.
You can get sunshine, like.
Maybe a little exercise.
Oh well, vitamin D is like helps your immune system
Yeah.
a lot.
Everybody love that big D.
It's also a natural like cleanser. Like sun will kill like bacteria. So there's like some merit to like what Trump was saying, just the way he said it,
Right.
and also what he said. You know what I mean? It's like sure, like the sun does have like antibacterial properties. You know, the heat if something is sitting in the sun all day.
Right.
But to say I don't know, cure it. Actually, like that's one thing that people are like wondering, like to see how the warmer months and the sunnier climate will like affect the virus.
Sure, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that's one thing
if
that
it affects the similar ways to the flu or something.
yeah, exactly. So that's something that they are like people are watching for. And then I also think the more stressful times like become, and perhaps even like the more things get locked down,
Yeah.
I think like the more important being social,
Right.
and like having person-to-person contact, even if it's just virtual,
Even if it's just virtual. It'll be.
because we're social animals, and I think if we're starved for, like, we're already lonely when there's no pandemic forcing us to be isolated.
Right.
Like just
I
us
also
as
think
a
it just causes
generation.
more fear. When you're at home and you're isolated
It's true.
and you're just watching the news, you're like, whoa, like
It's true.
shit could get really bad. And you start thinking about bad scenarios. But then when you're with people, you're kind of like, you know what? Like, we're here. We got this. I have a support network around me.
It's true.
Not such a scary thing.
The thing is, and also like your mood, right? Like
Yeah.
if you're around people that can boost your mood, or if you're talking to people, like
Yeah.
even if it's just like gaming with friends, and like you're all like playing some, I don't know, like some video game, like at your like respective homes.
Right.
But you're like, you know, I'm online, but you're still like getting your mind off the stress,
Right.
and you're like improving your mood. That'll help your immune system for sure.
I agree.
Because like, if stress has a negative effect on the immune system, I assume
Not having stress.
the happiness
Makes sense.
positive effects.
But
to
yeah,
the
no,
immune
of course,
system.
I agree with you, man. That's kind of what I want to get to. Is kind of like because I think other parts of the country, technically, because Toronto and Ontario are all in lockdown, but then like in the States and stuff, more places are more serious and shit, and they're seeing like a more serious version of what we're seeing. And people are kind of like, is it going to get that serious? Is it going to get Italy serious? Who knows?
That's
So-
what I'm talking about.
Mamma mia.
That's what I'm talking about.
Try not to get racist on this podcast here.
Parmesan.
Whoa.
Kiss of death, Holmes.
Kiss him. Oh,
For all you listeners, I did not kiss him. I just messed up his hair.
really grabbed me there.
I had to grab because there was only this much. You know what I mean? Are you okay?
I understand. No, it's okay.
Did I
it's all good.
Wonder what that big
You
pen-
did
hit some
not.
spots
You did
that you might have not been hit before?
Finding new emotion. But we're not scared.
I mean, yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
Boost my mood.
Yeah, that's really, I just really think that's like...
My immunity, if you will.
Oh, hey now. And on that note.
Dude, I watched a little bit of Survivor with my brother yesterday.
Picking up some tips, are you?
What?
Ridiculous.
We're gonna make some tips.
Picking up some tips?
Survivor, yeah. That's the place you're getting tips from.
Hey man, if it gets real bad, I'm gonna start voting people off the island.
Guys, we just gotta find the immunity.
No, immunity just reminded me of it. Apparently, it's the 40th season.
Wow.
And it's
What?
it's
Wow.
That's
so they
so
have
many
so they
seasons.
so they got
Yo,
39.
that guy has hosted all of them?
That guy's hosted the same dude.
Wow.
Same
I
dude.
think
So
he's
they do
I think
two a
he's
year?
been- I think he's been in there every season.
Do they do 2 a year, 3 a year?
Must.
Yeah, because he
Must.
hasn't been doing
2
the
a
same
year.
job for 40 years.
2 a year, must. Yeah. But yeah, apparently this is the first season where they've had enough where it's all winners. It's all past winners.
Whoa.
They've done that a couple times.
That's how many fucking winners there are?
Well, they've done like All Stars people and
Yeah.
like
I think that was just people who came back though.
yeah. I don't know.
I don't think they all won though.
I haven't watched Survivor in so many years.
I've never watched it.
I used to watch it with my parents every Thursday, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And then at 8 o'clock, The Apprentice was on, back when like that was entertainment and not real life. And
I'm pretty sure Rachel and Adam's parents have watched that show every day for the last 10 years.
Yep.
it's terrible.
Or not every day, every week.
Yeah. You don't like that?
I mean, once you get into it, they get into
No.
because they're into it with another family, open a bottle of wine.
That's not bad.
Pretty funny. Can't imagine getting into a show like that. Can you imagine watching RuPaul every week for the next 10 years?
Yes.
Yes, you could. Yeah.
I absolutely could.
There
Greg
you
and I
go.
are
See,
actually
every
3
week,
episodes
everyone's
behind.
got their
We
thing.
are. Oh yeah.
We're
Fuck.
so behind. We're gonna watch so much RuPaul this weekend.
Actually, yeah, that's
We
actually
should probably,
one thing I
honestly, we
did.
should probably watch that first.
I definitely.
RuPaul?
I don't remember.
I binged a couple
Yeah, we'll
seasons,
watch
and then I
Did
was
anyone
like,
know?
okay, like that's like I usually binge a few seasons of something, and then I'll like switch to
There's only
something
half.
else and
I
come back
don't
to it, kind of
remember.
thing.
Yeah, it was only half the
Just
people.
watch
So
And?
Saturday,
And what?
baby.
and now I have time to watch some more.
Alright. Well, you guys want to end it with TV recommendations if everyone's chilling at home?
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Attack on
Oh,
Titan, I
yeah.
think.
Grey's
yeah.
Anatomy. Oh, dude, I have so many TV
For all
shows.
you anime fans
I have
and all
so
you
many
people who
TV
are-
show recommendations.
watch some Attack on Titan.
Good ones.
Recommend
Good
one
ones.
show.
Yeah.
You get one.
One show
and
per
it
genre.
can't be don't do like a really big AAA corporate TV show.
You're telling me
Do
not
like
to
a
pick The Office.
Do like a small
Yeah.
or Grey's Anatomy.
Like a
Do like
show
a small show
that you
people
can
don't
only
know
that
about.
you
That you
can
like.
only
you
a show
watch.
that someone would get recommended by you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, be
We'll come back
unique
to
is
you.
what we're
We'll come
saying.
back to
Be
you.
creative,
Hang on, let me look
like
through
everyone
my
else
Netflix.
during the
Come back to you.
coronavirus, learning shit.
I got one if you want.
Sure,
You
start
go ahead.
us off.
Oh, I didn't
Okay.
even know.
So I was thinking the other day, I was wondering if it's on Netflix, but I want to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender.
It is on Netflix.
Just the
and
movie?
You're right.
No, the series, the
Oh.
animated series.
The
I heard the
original.
movie was shit. I've never seen it, but
I've seen it. It is shit.
I heard it was shit.
It's shit.
I had almost given up on it pretty early in, right? And then the guy said, "What we're looking for is unobtainium." And I burst out laughing in this movie.
It's true.
In the theater, I was just like, "What?"
That's what it's called.
And I was like 16 or something. I'm just like, "Bro, write better, dude."
I sat through that whole thing in movie theaters because
Yeah, so did I.
Okay.
Dog shit.
I have my recommendations.
We got in for free. We got in for free before we went to see Ninja Assassin or some shit like that.
So what were your criteria
Recommendations?
again?
Recommendations.
Unique, like a show I would
Just
only
like
get
that.
recommended by you, not like if I asked 7 other people, "Hey, what show should you watch?" and they all say
Don't
The
pick a big
Office.
show. Don't pick a big show.
Don't make a big
Pick
show.
a little show.
Okay, well I've got
Or
a
an
couple
old,
shows.
or an old show. I don't know.
Can I
Sure.
list a couple?
Sure,
Is that okay?
sure.
Okay.
We're gonna judge them all.
Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
You guys heard of that one?
Is that just an animal?
Is that
series?
is that like a nature doc type shit?
No, it's like a mob gang type show,
All right.
and they live in I think it's California.
All right.
And
There you
they,
go. That's niche. We
They
didn't know about
they
that.
go into people's crime. It's just about crime and rich people,
Okay.
Okay.
and it's really good. And people die, and it's fucked up.
Sure.
So I recommend it. It's
Okay.
very enthralling. This Is Us, but that's kind of a big one now.
Gross.
Lovesick. It's a British show about this guy who gets chlamydia, and then he has to call all of his ex-girlfriends to tell
Isn't
them that he has
that-
chlamydia, and then they reconnect.
Isn't that Ron Weasley?
No,
Sick no.
sick note.
Sick no.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
Please Like Me is a guy who is a comedian normally, and it's him and his actual 2 of his actual friends, and they made this show together, but it's not really an autobiographical thing.
Biographical.
but it's funny. And they're
Okay.
in Australia, and
Okay.
they like are learning how to be adults. I don't know. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Skins, kind of a big one. British version, obviously. The American one sucks.
I feel like we should just give you a podcast to just talk.
The 100 sci-fi show. All of the criminals who are left. The human race has ended, and there's there's human in the sky.
Now we're just doing ads.
All right, you're done.
Actually,
Wait, the 100.
I said you get 1 and you just did 8.
I told you I
If
had
you're-
recommendations.
if you're reading the blurb, though,
Here.
we've gone too
Speaking of
far.
I'm
that,
not
this is a
reading the
good time
blurb. I'm
to-
just
You're just going
recalling.
through your like watch list now.
I am.
Thank our sponsors.
Moving on.
Oh, I think you should leave. I think
Moving
Greg
on.
would agree. I think you should leave is a must watch.
What you should really do is go on YouTube and watch
boy.
Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
No, come on. I think you should leave is
What's
the
that?
Don't Hug Me, I'm
Oh,
Scared
me?
of Netflix.
Yeah, go. What do you want? What show do you want?
Don't hug me, I'm scared. Oh, I mean, I just brought up the show thing because people were talking about shows. I don't know. I started watching this show, Sex Education. I thought it was gonna suck when I heard about it earlier, but then other comedians were saying they were watching it, so I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. And then I was like, oh, it's British. As soon as I heard the accent, so I was like, all right, it's got a chance. And yeah, it's pretty all right. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not amazing though,
Sure.
but it's all right.
Alex and I recently watched the entire first season of I Am Not Okay With This. It is actually very good. It's only 7 episodes. Each one's 20 minutes ish, and I cannot wait for the second season. I don't really want to give it away too much, but girl, teenage
Meets boy.
years, kind of awkward. Dead dad. Telekinesis.
Oh,
yes.
whoa. The classic triumvirate
The
of every
spread,
TV
yes,
show.
the spread.
So she's like, wow,
Telekinesis.
not having a dad sucks. Yo. Fuck. Oh, I'm not okay with this. And you're like, hey, she said it. I don't know if she's actually said it, but hey, it was a good, I wasn't expecting much, but
Yeah. That's the best when you don't expect much, and then you're like, oh, decent.
That's a good show.
Yeah. Well, we watched we were there for an hour, over an hour, and then
Yeah.
we're like, oh shit, we got an episode left. We might as well just blast through.
Just blast through. I do want to watch the Lil Dicky show though, Dave. That just came out,
Is that on Netflix?
but it's on
Crave?
Amazon or some shit like that.
I have Amazon Prime.
I actually have Amazon Prime now, Student Prime.
We both have
Student
Amazon Prime.
Prime.
Can we combine
I
our...
also have
My
Student Prime.
favorite Autobot.
6 months free, baby. You should get Amazon Prime. 6 months free. Just
Oh.
if you're a student.
Sure,
Yeah, and then you can just fucking cancel it at the end of the 6 months, and then you don't have to pay.
sure.
Smart.
I can do that.
Just
You
remember
do
to
it.
cancel it.
You can also,
That's
have you
how they
gotten
get you.
Spotify student yet? Because you should do that too.
Had that shit for 2 years. It's the
Good.
only Spotify I've ever had.
Nice.
Yeah.
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 Me too. Or no, I paid full price for a couple months, and then I took one course online, and I was like, I'm a student.
I'm a student.
And then I got the discount.
Just like Carly. Take advantage of
Yeah.
them Corona discounts.
Yeah.
Just don't be a dick and make people pay overpriced shit. Anything else people want to say?
Stay safe.
Wash your damn hands.
Wear gloves. Eat the rich.
Apparently,
Stay away from your
apparently the
grandparents.
generation of babies is going to be coronials.
Coronials, yeah.
Whoa.
The generation of
The
babies
baby
made
boomer round
in
two.
this.
Is this gonna be
quarantine.
generation defying?
Could be.
Could be.
Could
People
be?
get bored. They're at home. They have nothing to do but have sex.
But what's it gonna change for us where we're gonna be like, man, when we were your age, well,
When we were your age, we were quarantined.
unless
and
there was,
fucking-
unless we get locked down or quarantined, then it becomes a real story. Because I could also see this blowing over in 2 months, and they're just kind of
that's
we
more
did
what I
enough
think-
and
that's
we're
more what I think
okay.
it'd be like.
And then it's that's not a story in 2 years. We're gonna be like, haha, that was funny.
right.
But it's not where we have children. We're like,
Remember that time
Yo.
we had to leave our house for 2 weeks?
yeah, huh, that was
But
wild.
I think a lot of children will be made.
Made. Oh,
Do
hilarious.
you think they'll all be immune to it? Dun
No.
dun dun.
I heard someone say
Mutant
that though.
children.
But if we're, because they're all like, oh, you're young or whatever, and you're fine. Is this one of those where you get the thing, and we're young and we're fine, so we get over it? It's like the flu. Are you now immune to it? And then it's like chickenpox.
Apparently, somebody got it twice in Japan.
Yo, bad luck, Brian.
This is a story that I heard. I didn't like.
Yeah, I mean we're into bro science now
This
because
is bro science.
this is some big bro science.
Hearsay.
Dr.
Who
Bro.
knows?
Oh my god.
Stay safe out there, kids, and keep up the friendships because it's not gonna last forever.
Yeah, just be nice to each other.
Yeah. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Don't fight people for toilet paper.
That's stupid. Just get in the shower.
Also, water exists, so figure it out.
Also, and ask yourself, is it morally right to harm an innocent life to save your own?
That's deep, bro. Think about it.